Alright guys, today Bootsy and I are going to be playing DuckTales, which is a classic, recently remade with DuckTales Remastered, but I thought I would want to show you the game. I know you've played it before,
yeah,
and just go through it and have some fun.
This is probably the game that you're best at, right? Or one of?
I'm definitely really good at this. I can beat it quickly. There's other games that I'm good at for NES, but yeah, I'm good at this.
So why don't we do this? Why don't you play, show me all the tricks and trades, and I'll ask you about it.
Sure.
Okay. At this point, you gotta play on difficult, right?
But yeah, I am gonna play on difficult, just for the hell of it. So there is kind of an order to do this in. I'm gonna start with the Amazon.
Why is there an order? Is there like a...
Well, there's one point where you need a key
Okay.
to get into one of the levels. There's a little bit of an order to it.
Right.
All right, so there's different moves Scrooge can do. You can go like that, and he'll knock the thing forward with his cane, and then he can pogo jump, which is the famous move that everybody remembers from this game. And it's really fun to do that. It's just, and you can hit these things and get
secret items.
Get secret items. You're collecting treasure.
This is a relatively short game as well, right? If you're good at it.
If you're good at it, you know.
And for that part, you can't just hold on to the button, right? Because you'd hit that.
Yeah, I know how to do. It's kind of a control thing, like.
Yeah,
how do I explain that? Yeah, you have to, like, you can be bouncing and
you get killed.
Like, look how high I go there. You know, you would get killed. So you gotta know how to control it. Yeah, definitely.
What is the storyline in this game?
Well, I mean, it's just DuckTales. It's based off of the comics, and the idea is generally Scrooge likes money, and he's going around collecting treasure because he wants to have more fortune in his money bin. Really, just collecting treasure. At the end, Scrooge's nemesis, Flintheart Glumgold, he's the second richest duck, and Scrooge is always trying to be the richest person in the world,
right.
And Scrooge always comes out on top. So that's, I guess, if you want to come up with a plot, there's really not much of a plot. Do you know which nephew that is?
Huey?
That is Dewey. Dewey's in blue, Huey's red, and Louie's green. And I got an extra Scrooge, so there you go. But in the comic books, they all wore black. So
did they really?
Yeah, they did.
It was goth ducks.
Yeah, right.
They were really into The Cure.
Emo.
Yeah,
emo ducks. It's definitely a fun game. This is a really popular NES game. I think a lot due to the remake, but also just the fact that it's DuckTales, and DuckTales was one of the most popular cartoons from the 80s.
Yeah.
So.
One of the best theme songs as well, I might add.
Yeah. So what I say, like, there's an order. I'm just gonna go through and beat the stage now, but after this, we actually have to come back here to get the key, which is actually in that mirror right there. Okay. But you don't do that now. There's Webby, which I hate. Webby did not appear in the comics. She was an added-on, tacked-on, shitty. It was like, hey, we need a girl character. Let's just, because they're trying to appeal to, have little girls watch the show. But she's totally worthless.
And what is her thing? She's annoying in the show.
Yeah, she's supposed to be. That's her thing. She's annoying, exactly. So okay, this is the part. You walk through the wall here. Yeah. This is a good old Nintendo Power secret. Yeah. And there's that star, and you can see we got the four things. It's this mirror here. See, I know the way to go. You can. This mansion's much bigger than what I'm showing here. It's just I know how to get to the ending, so I'm just gonna go right to the end.
And what is her name?
This is Magica the Spell, also a character from the comics. So we're gonna go into the African mines here.
So this is the first three you do, right? As part of the...
this is where it's gonna... See, you have to talk to him is the thing. So see the key in the wall?
Yeah.
He says, oh, you need a key to get in. I'm gonna send you to Transylvania.
Okay.
So then he sends you back here. And then you could search the whole level, but like I said, I know where it is. You just go right in here, and you can grab the key, which is in this box. And then we're gonna go right back to African mines.
I like how you got the key, but you just kind of disappear behind the door. You don't unlock the door.
Okay, you know what? The hardest part of the game is this right here. Okay. If you want to talk about parts that are hard. So the part about this that's hard is that when you get into the minecart, it's really awkward with the controls how to jump out of the minecart. The idea of it's simple. You're in the minecart, a hole's coming, and you just got to jump out. But it's one of those control things. It just doesn't work that well.
Yeah.
So I'll show you right here. This is a part where this is where I usually die.
Okay.
Because it's hard. Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
There's something fucked up with the control right there.
And you know it's coming.
Yeah.
You just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it happens to me every time.
I don't understand why they give you so much time in this. They give you 600 seconds.
You got to duck here, and then there.
you go.
All right. So that right there is the hardest part of the game, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
This is a very fun game. The controls are usually pretty good, other than that one part that I just mentioned.
Now this is seemingly a very easy game that's a lot of fun. Like, you know, it's usually when a game's too easy, and it's pretty short, but usually games like this I'd be turned off by, you know, it's like, well, it's too easy, it's too short, but this is actually, there's a lot to appreciate in this.
I might be making it look a little bit easy because I know exactly where to go, what to do, and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder than I'm probably making it look. And you get the jewel there. Scrooge is collecting 5. Oh, that's part of the plot. I guess I didn't explain. On each level, you're collecting a treasure. Yeah.
There are a lot of different enemies in this game.
Yeah, it's a Capcom game. Capcom, you know, has a great reputation for making great classic games.
Now, the remake of this, was it identical?
Yeah, and that's the thing that I mean, the graphics were different, but that's the thing I didn't really like about the remake is that they didn't really do much new with it. There was a little bit new here and there. I remember some sections going on slightly longer and stuff, but I thought they had the opportunity to remake, or I guess, yeah, it is a remake, but they had the opportunity to make this again. I think some of the stages should have been exactly like this, because that's, you know, it is a throwback to this game.
Right.
But like, for people that have played this game before, it's kind of like, well, it's like playing the same exact game. Like, how about give us something a little new? Would have been nice.
What's also good about this is that, you know, a lot of Nintendo games that were adapted from television shows or from movies had absolutely nothing to do with the TV show or the movie, like the enemies and stuff like that.
Oh, this is very faithful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
there's Huey. Oh, God. So, Bubba's trapped in the ice. Please help him. Bubba is the shittiest of all the characters that they added for the TV show, because he's just, you know, the comics were very smart. They were very well written, and Bubba is like a slap in the face to the fans of the comic, because he's just an idiot came in, Bubba Duck. It's like, fuck that. Like, that's not what that's not what the comics were like at all.
Now, here's something interesting that I noticed while watching you is that you're on an ice stage, but you're not slipping left and right.
Oh, you don't slip.
Yeah.
On these. Yeah.
It's unusual, I would say. How many seasons did it last?
3.
Oh, that's it? Seemed
Yeah.
longer. They made a lot, right, for every season?
That's the thing about animated shows. For animation, they make more episodes than they do like a sitcom or something like that.
But that's what's impressive about DuckTales is that the quality didn't seem to wane, even though there were a ton of episodes to do.
Yeah.
So they must have had a big team working on it. Now, this is the final stage here?
Well, there's one short thing after this,
Okay.
which you go back to Transylvania and then you fight the end guy.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm fond of DuckTales. I don't want to like make it seem like I don't like DuckTales. I do, actually. I think it was one of the best cartoons of the 80s.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm such a big fan of the comics
Right.
that I see a lot of the flaws and how it could have been a lot better.
Right.
I kind of wish I would have worked on that show. I could have improved it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's the key. You got to get a key. This level's a little more complicated. There's a little bit more to do than the other stages. Okay. So you have to get a key, and then you got to get a remote control, because the remote control you use to control Gizmoduck, and you need to control him because Gizmoduck blows up a wall that you need to get through. So that's why you have to get the remote control. Okay, so you can't get through that without the key that I just got.
Okay. And that's a remote control?
Yeah,
Right.
got the remote control. Bless me bagpipes, that's his famous phrase from the TV show. Okay, so this is where I'm going to get the extra treasure. You do not need to do this, but I want to do it anyway. Just because I want to see this. Whoa, wow. I don't know how that happened. Alright, so this is an extra thing. Hidden treasure. It's just like extra gold.
Okay, just for points, I guess?
Yeah, just for points.
I like that alien, that fat alien. He's got like his hands on his hips, like he's real catty.
Yeah,
you know?
he's in.
He's like real snobby.
He's in one of the episodes. There's an episode where I think they abduct Launchpad or something like that, and that alien's in the UFO. All right, here comes Gizmoduck. Boom, and that's his.
And that's it.
That's his big appearance. All right, and there's the green cheese. All right, so all the lands are clear. There's all the treasures that we got throughout the game. And here comes the message from Flintheart. Ha ha ha, if you want to get back the treasures, come to Dracula Duck Manor. All you gotta do here is jump on the bats. If you stay kind of far away, I think, oh, maybe not. You gotta get the bats to be low. And then if they're low enough, you can bounce on his head like that. And I think it's like 5 or 6 hits and he's dead. Okay. And then the final thing that you have to do is race up to the top. A rope comes down and you gotta race Flintheart Glumgold. Oh, so that's what you don't want to do. You gotta race Flintheart up to the top. And whoever gets the shit, I fucked that up. Whoever gets to the top first gets the final treasure or something, and then it's over. I don't think you lose the whole game or anything. Okay, there it is. Okay. And see, I'm already jumping because I know where the rope is to get myself a head start. Oh, it's a little off. Yeah. Shit. You know what? You go so much faster. Look, there's no challenge in this. It's just like you can't possibly lose this. Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh yeah.
That's so easy. It is. Yeah, it's so easy.
Just go straight up.
There's nothing to it. Yeah. I always thought this was weird. So Scrooge flies up in the air and goes to the left just so that he can fit into this newspaper. Like, watch this. And now the newspaper is going to come up because that's where he fits into the thing. Right. But I always felt like, why didn't they just cut right to the newspaper? It would have made more sense. Yeah. Weird. There you go. That's DuckTales for the NES. Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, it looks like a very fun game. A game that you take pride in playing over and over until you master it. Basically, it's one of those fun games. But what are your thoughts on it?
I played this game a million times. It's fun to come back to once in a while, even though I've beaten the game a million times. I could play it like once a year and kind of relive how much fun it is. Good stuff. It's a classic NES game. Play it if you haven't before.